Hello, and welcome to Friday Flow. My name is Suri, and as always, I will be your guide for this video. This video will be focusing on arm strengthening poses. That's right, it's going to get a little challenging, but it's nothing your body cannot handle. A bit of a disclaimer, if you do have any wrist injuries or hand or arm injuries, I would definitely recommend restraining from some of these poses, most of these poses actually. I do offer modifications, but please listen to your body and play it safe. Let's begin in a seated cross-leg position. Closing the eyes, begin inhaling on a 3 count, pausing your breath at the top, exhale on a 3 count, and repeat this 3 times at your own comfortable pace. Just taking this time to settle into your body, settle into your breath. And once you've completed this, go ahead and make your way onto your hands and knees. Slowly and ever so slightly pushing yourself into downward facing dog. Here you can pedal out your feet. You can lift with both heels, release with both heels, alternating between the two. You definitely want to get a nice stretch here in your hamstrings and in your calves. This is also a great arm strengthening pose, so this serves as the perfect introductory pose for our practice today. If you are needing a modification for this pose, you can come onto your forearms. This is called dolphin pose. This takes stress off of your wrists and your hands. You can come flat onto the palm of your hands, or you can ball your fists up here, whatever works best. And when you're ready, slowly begin to come into a plank pose, either on your forearms or the palm of your hand, and slowly begin to release your body towards the earth, coming into chaturanga, a nice strong chaturanga. Slowly release everything you got onto the earth, putting your hands underneath your armpits, lifting your chest off of the earth, coming into cobra. And slowly begin to rise, lifting your knees off the earth, coming into upward facing dog. Exhale, release, downward facing dog. And because we're doing arms, we might as well do that sequence again, right? So come into plank, lower down, exhale into chaturanga. Inhale, sweep yourself into cobra. And slowly come into upward facing dog. Taking a micro bend in your back if that's what feels good. And exhale, release into downward facing dog. And that felt so good, right? Right, so let's do it again. Releasing into plank. Exhale, fold down into chaturanga. Inhale, slowly rise into cobra. And push yourself up into upward facing dog. And last but not least, downward facing dog. That felt good, huh? Make your way into plank pose and slowly bring your right knee to your right elbow and release back. Right knee to your left elbow and release back. Right knee to your forehead and release back. Opposite side, left knee, left elbow. Left knee, right elbow. Left knee, forehead, and release back. Good job. One more time. Right knee, right elbow. Right knee, left elbow. Right knee, forehead, and on the left side, left knee, left elbow, take it back. Left knee, right elbow, take it back. Left knee, forehead, take it back. Excellent job, excellent job. Making our way into a side plank, go ahead and come onto the outer edge of your left foot, rotating your body off towards the right. You can place your right arm towards the sky or rest it on your right hip, whatever feels most comfortable for you in this position. You can also come onto your left forearm, which I will show on the opposite side if you are needing some additional assistance. And go ahead and release out of the pose, coming into plank, and now switching sides here. So this is the alternative. You can come onto your forearm here. Again, you can still lift your arm towards the sky, or you can place your hand on your hip. You can also take a bend in your knee, the knee that is closest to the earth. This will support you being more grounded in this pose. And exhale, release into a plank, slowly releasing into cobra. Inhale and rise, coming into upward facing dog. Exhale, release into downward facing dog. Allow your right leg to take flight towards the sky and slowly begin to take a micro bend in your right knee, stacking your hips on top of one another, creating a wonderful opening on the right side body. Now you can remain here, or if you'd like, you can come into Wild Thing and flip your right leg all the way over, coming onto the earth, taking a micro bend in your right leg, extending your right arm overhead, making sure your left leg is fully extended. Inhale, rise, coming back into three-legged dog. Exhale and release. And go ahead and just take a breath here, take a breather, because we are going to do what? The opposite side. So when you are ready, allow the opposite leg to take flight, extending your left leg towards the sky, coming into three-legged dog. Take a micro bend in your left knee, allowing your hips to stack. Again, you can stay here. You can even stay in downward facing dog. If you'd like to take it a step further, however, go ahead and extend and flip your left leg all the way over, coming into Wild Thing here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. If you can't feel it in this pose, this is a wonderful arm strengthener. Your left arm is supporting you in so many ways here. Go ahead and bring it back, three-legged dog, downward facing dog. Exhale, release into plank, and let's hit some push-ups. If you want to go ahead and hover over into some standard push-ups, go ahead and do a few. If you need to take a modification, go ahead and come onto your knees and go ahead and hit a few push-ups this way. Whatever works best for you, go ahead and do that. You can also come onto your forearms and either have your legs bent or extended, and you can just come into a plank pose here as well and kind of just stay stagnant, tightening your core, and you will get some very good benefits. And when you're ready, go ahead and come into a plank. Exhale, lower into chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, and lift all the way up into upward facing dog. Exhale, release into downward facing dog. We are so close, so close. You're doing so awesome. And slowly release onto your hands and knees, sweeping your legs off to the side of your body, coming onto your tush, and slowly releasing onto your back. Bringing the soles of your feet to meet with the earth. We're going to come into whale, y'all. That's right. Go ahead and flip your hands to meet on either side of your ear. You want to find a good and stable position here before pushing yourself up. You want to walk your feet off to the edge of your mat. And 1, 2, 3, go. Push yourself all the way up into whale, curving your back, stimulating so many good parts of your body right now. And hold it for 3, 2, 1, and slowly release. I go with my head first and my tush last. And guess what? You did an amazing job. Let's go ahead and stretch out a little bit. Go ahead and windshield wiper your legs from side to side, pulling one arm in towards your chest, towards the opposite side of your body. And go ahead and switch arms, getting a nice stretch there while you're also getting a nice stretch in your hips. You can also place your arms overhead, grabbing elbow to elbow if you like. For me personally, my wrists start to bother me a little bit after doing so many arm strengthening poses. So here's some options to stretch out your wrists. You can bring the outside of your hands to press against one another, pressing your wrists in the opposite direction that you've just worked them out in. Another option would be if you come into table and instead of pressing your palms into the earth, go ahead and flip your hands, pressing the outside of your hand into the earth. Again, going in the opposite direction from how you've been stretching them. This doesn't feel so great in the moment, but I promise you, your wrist will feel so much better after. And go ahead and make your way back onto your back, and it is time for the one and the only Savasana, corpse pose. Go ahead and close your eyes. Go ahead and relax your body from head to toe. Simply just being present in this pose. You worked incredibly hard today. You challenged yourself, you pushed yourself, you did not give up, and that is what counts the most. So just relax, just breathe. And when you feel most ready, go ahead and wiggle your toes and your fingers. Begin to extend your left arm directly overhead, coming on to the left side of your body into a fetal position, using your right palm to press firmly in the earth, assisting you into a seated cross-leg position. Inhale, sweeping your arms off to the side of your body. Exhale, palms releasing, heart center. And that is it for this video. This was a short and sweet one. I hope you enjoyed it like I enjoyed it. If so, subscribe, share, and come back next week. Namaste, everybody. Don't forget that if you are on a desktop, you can use your cell phone to scan this QR code to leave feedback, suggestions, requests, or if you're on your phone, you can find the link directly below to the survey. Thank you.